You want to be successful, you want to be financially free, you want to own real estate, you want to have passive income, you want to travel the world, you want to live life on your terms, you want to be free from having to ask for time off, you want to be free to do the things that fill your heart with joy, with happiness, with fulfillment. Listen, I want to share with you something that I think is holding so many people back and even held me back throughout the years, and it's something that I had to overcome, something that you're gonna have to overcome if you want the life that you're dreaming about, praying about, if you want the life that you believe God has for you. Well, let me tell you who I am first before I tell you what I think you need to know. I'm Dr. Manny Scott, and I was born into a rough situation. My pops has been locked up for most of my life. My mother was in a relationship that was abusive. Stepfather was addicted to crack at times, was an alcoholic, and we lived in 26 places before I was 16. I struggled in school, eventually dropped out, but a guy came, shared the gospel of Jesus Christ with me. I returned to school, picked my grades up, became the first person in my family to graduate from high school, went to college, UC Berkeley, graduated with a double major in political science and rhetoric, went to graduate school, got my Master of Divinity, and then I finished my education by earning my PhD in intercultural competence. I have spoken all over the world, 49 states, 6 continents, traveled 200 to 300 days a year for 25 years, with the exception of the COVID years where I did a lot of stuff virtually. But I'm a real estate investor, I'm a pilot, and I'm married to my college sweetheart. We've been married almost 23 years. I have 3 amazing teenagers, and I'm living the life of my dreams. I'm flourishing in my life in almost every area, and I want to share with you things that I think can help you flourish, succeed, prosper. I want you to do me a favor, like this video and subscribe to this channel. And if it adds value to your life, look around. There's going to be a lot of content here that I think can bless you. But let me share something with you, man. A lot of people want more out of life. You have these gifts, these talents, this expertise. You're an amazing human being. You have so much to offer the world. And you're just waiting and hoping for someone to come up to you and ask you to use that gift, to use that talent, to use your service, to use your products. You're waiting for someone to just come up to you and like see your greatness and open doors for you and allow you to walk through those doors, and you can receive that windfall of cash and that freedom that you want and the life that you want. You're hoping someone with means, with resources, with more wealth than you, more opportunities than you, with the better network than you, is gonna come into your life and just do it for you. My friend, from my experience, that never happens. Very rarely. I won't say never, because there's always exceptions. That rarely happens for successful people. You know what I learned? You gotta put yourself out there. You gotta introduce yourself to people, and you gotta let them know what you can do and how you can help them. You've gotta identify problems in the world and show people how you have the background and the credibility to solve those problems. You wanna put yourself out there on social media. In a way, you gotta toot your own horn in order to get the attention that you need to get in order to help the people you need to help. A lot of people, especially Christians, man, have a wrong perception and understanding about social media and technology. You look at it like it's self-promotion. You look at it as though it's glorifying yourself and not glorifying God. You look at it as though you're being vain. And to be sure, there are a lot of people who use social media for vanity. It's disgusting, man, to see so many people posting like just objectifying themselves, and they have no substance to them. Social media and technology is just an instrument that you can use to connect with others and add value to the lives of other people. That's how it started. And you have something to offer the world. You have an expertise, you have a story, you have a background, you have a skill set. You have things that can add value to the world, and you've got to put yourself out there. You've got to be salt and light in a world that desperately needs it. And the world will never experience it if you don't put yourself out there, man, and be proactive about promoting the good services and products that you have to offer. So let me give you an example. I'm at this football camp for my son, and there are coaches here who train NFL players. Deebo Samuel, several of the top wide receivers in the nation. And coaches here who work with Tom Brady and Peyton Manning and Trent Dilfer, and who've trained 12 NFL quarterbacks right now. Quarterbacks who are in the NFL, 12 of them were trained by these guys. 5 of the current starters in the NFL were trained by these guys, and are being trained by these guys. They're just incredible people here, sharing wisdom, it's really one of the best camps I've ever seen when it comes to the mindset and the mentality required to succeed in football. It's called the QBIQ camp. Can't recommend it highly enough from what I've observed, especially for quarterbacks, but even for receivers. I showed up just to support my son and take a few pictures of him while he's doing his thing, but I noticed that there are only 2 cameramen here, and they're, qualified, great guys, but there are over, looks like 150 athletes out here. And so the cameraman can't capture everything. I'm a cameraman, I'm a videographer. I love creating content and capturing footage and capturing moments and creating stories. I just love using my cameras to help people and to highlight people and to showcase people and to point out interesting things in the world. And so rather than sitting on the sideline just watching, I introduced myself to the gentleman in charge, Coach Chris. And I said, hey man, do you have any photographers? And he says, oh yeah, we got them. I said, well look, I'm a photographer, videographer, and I'd be more than happy to just help you guys and share my footage with you if you're interested. And he says, oh yeah, man, we'd love that. He introduces me to the gentleman over photography and videography and their technology. And